tech support, Apple largely expected to unveil the latest iPhone, but that raises the question of whether or not it's worth it for you to upgrade. And here to answer that is Yahoo Finance's tech editor, Dan Howley, with a closer look at whether now is the time. Dan?
That's right, Zach. So we do have a little bit of an inkling that they're going to launch the iPhone 13 on September 14th, and that's just because, well, Apple launches a new iPhone every September. So you could probably bet on we're going to see a new one. And the question that a lot of people tend to ask me around this time is, should I upgrade to the new phone or should I just hold off? And it really depends on what you're looking for. So let's just go over some of the things that the new iPhone is expected to get. It's expected to have a better ultra-wide camera on the Pro model. That means that you'll get better light shots and autofocus, something that they don't have now on that ultra-wide camera. There's also supposed to be a better processor. That happens every year. Perhaps some additions to the display in terms of refresh rate, where things would look better when you scroll through apps or are playing games. Again, that could only be on the Pro model. And we could see some upgrades as far as the ability to have an always-on display. And that would be pretty interesting. Basically, if the display was black and you got a text or some other notification, it would show up as white text on the black screen. So you wouldn't have to turn the display on to actually see what you're getting. But if you have an iPhone 12, does that mean that you should upgrade to the iPhone 13? And since we don't really have the numbers or the exact specs for the 13, I would still say it's not necessarily worth the upgrade. That's simply because the iPhone 12 is already a great device. We're not going to see a whole overhaul of the device. We're not going to see a change to design. It's not going to be a major upgrade like when we got 5G on the iPhone 12, but it will be better for people who have older phones. Think an iPhone 8, an iPhone X, maybe an iPhone 11. Those might be the people that would benefit most from the iPhone 13. But if you don't want to spend the money on a new iPhone 13, you can still get the iPhone 12 when the iPhone 13 is launched, but you have to be quick. A lot of times what Apple ends up doing is introducing their new phone, and then the prior generation is kaput. You're not going to be able to get it unless you go to a Best Buy, maybe on Amazon, and they tend to sell out very quickly because the prices are then dropped. So if you want an iPhone 12, you don't want to have to pay for the more expensive 13. You need to get on it right away. Right now, Apple only sells the basic iPhone 11. So if you had your sights set on an iPhone 11 Pro or iPhone 11 Pro Max, you couldn't get those. So the best advice is, if you're looking for a lower cost iPhone with some of the latest and greatest features, go for the iPhone 12 as soon as the 13 is announced and you see that price drop. If you have an older phone and you don't have 5G yet, then I really think that the iPhone 13 will be worth the upgrade for you.
Yeah, I'm still rocking my 10 over here, and all I need is a new battery. At least that's what I hope. But she's tried and true, Old Faithful, still holding it together. Dan Howley, appreciate the update.